everybody's doing well. So, what do we talk about today? Well, let's talk about what happened to us last night. So, I work till like 6 o'clock at night, and if I get out of there on time, I make it home right after 7 or so. This isn't a how-to, this isn't a do what we do, this is not a don't do what we do, this is nothing. This is just story time, because it scared the living crap out of me. By the time I got home, it was dusk, nearly dark. Dodge was in Texas with his dad's doctor's appointments. So on those days, and usually it happens like earlier in the week, but this was a special appointment, so he had to go down yesterday. And he doesn't get home till late. After dark, always. And so it's my job when I get home after 7 to feed and make sure everybody's watered and all of that stuff. So, as you know, we're always scared to leave the homestead together. And most of the time it's because we have dogs that don't get along. We have escape artist cow. Sorry guys, road's awful. We have escape artist cow. We have predators. And we have a destructive goat. Well, I get home. I had gotten some groceries at the store so I could cook dinner for Dodge when he got home. No, deer hunters are out early this morning. And I could hear Jack. And he was just hollering. And I'm like, just a minute, Jack, just a minute. Let me get the groceries in, just a minute. You know how we talk to our animals. And the dogs were barking. They were going crazy. And of course, Ed Earl always goes crazy because he doesn't like being locked up. We have to lock him in a tall covered pen because the little bugger can climb a chain link fence. And no one likes him. And he has no fear. So we have to lock them separately. Which, that's all fine. We don't have a problem doing that. We don't want anyone hurt. And we know that about our animals. And we have some really pain in the rear ends that don't like each other. Which is fine. I mean, sometimes we have siblings that don't get along. Anyways, moving forward. I still hear Jack. He's going crazy. He's banging on the tin that Dodge put up against the side of his pen. And I'm like, he's just hungry. He's throwing a fit. I should have known better. And then I get the groceries in the house. I don't hear anything. Dogs have stopped barking, which is odd. Because, of course, they're hungry, but Jack has stopped pounding. So I run and feed the horse and cow because I have to go down back to do that, and I didn't want to do it in the dark. By the time I feed the horse and cow, and I get back up to the container, it's dark. So I've got my phone in my pocket with the flashlight on so I can at least see where I'm walking. It is extremely dark. I don't know how it got dark so fast, but it did. It was like instantaneous. And so I feed the chickens really fast. Jack is silent, and I'm thinking, well, maybe he knows I'm home. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't know what he's thinking. So I get Jack's food, I get the cat food, and I feed the cat on the way out because he's under my feet and he's in my way. So I hurry and feed him, and you have to go through the dog pen to get to the goat pen. So I do that. The dogs are quiet, but they're still running around my feet, and Hoot Gibson has the zoomies, and he's running around in circles, and Ed Earl starts barking because he wants out. Jack, this makes me want to cry, but it makes me want to choke him all at one time. Jack had gotten tangled, and yes, we know that his tie out is dangerous. We know this, but it's the only way to keep him in so he doesn't get eaten by predators, because he's a little guy. He's probably, I don't know, maybe 50 pounds, maybe. And we have a pack of coyotes that live like right on the edge of our property. So I get in there, it's dark. Jack is laying now on his side and he's gasping. And I'm like, oh, holy heck. And I'm texting Dodge and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't think I can get him out. He's like, well, I'm almost home. So he has it like, I have a cable, a dog cable, that's like 15 feet long. And he had that thing wound up in coils so tight that it had gotten his collar wound up. And he had torn apart his shelter again. And the wood from the shelter was coiled inside that stuff. I don't know how long he had been that way. I do know that he was struggling to, like, he was making noise when I got home. So I know that at one point he was okay, but right now he's gasping for air. So I'm kind of panicking, trying to stay calm, but still panicking. It's dark, the coyotes are going off. And Ed Earl's barking because he wants out. The other dogs have gone silent, so they're okay. Jack gets kind of up as I get in there because he's scared. And he doesn't normally, he loves Dodge and he lets Dodge handle him and rub on him and all that. But he doesn't do that with me. Like, he'll stand up and headbutt me, and he's not mean about it, but he's Billy Goat. So he's never hurt me, but he does test my patience. Let's just say that. He cuddled my leg so fast because he knew I was trying to save him. As he's gasping for air, I could not get untangled. So I unhooked the cable from the post. Tried to get the wood out of it. Could not do that. Did not my knife on me, so I couldn't cut. Well, it's a cable. I couldn't have cut that. But I couldn't cut his collar. So in the dark, I'm trying to fish for the latch for his, because it's an easy unhook latch on his collar. And it unlatches. The collar drops. He jumps up and turns around and just comes running towards me like I've never seen in my entire life. And mind you, it's dark outside. He's black. I can't see him. I have my phone on, but my phone is like in my pocket, trying to give me a little bit of glow where I can even see where I'm stepping, because of course now his shelter is torn apart and there's nails all over in it. Try not to step on stuff. He comes running towards me and I dump out his food so he can eat. And he goes, of course he goes right to his food because that's the first thing that he does. And he let me rub all over him, make sure he was okay. He didn't get his legs tangled. He didn't, none of that. So I was thankful for that. And he was free. So I text Dodge, and where we live, there's no cell signal for many, many miles. So I knew he wasn't going to get it, but I texted him just to make myself feel better and said I got him off, but he doesn't have a collar anymore. He can't be contained because there's no fence that can contain Jack. We already know this. So he's loose. He's in the dog pen, in his pen, but as I said, there's nothing that can contain him. So I get him his food. I make sure he has water. He's wandering around. I watched him for about 15 minutes to make sure he was okay. The dogs aren't barking at him anymore, which that's okay, because even my mean dog Shaggy, she's okay with Jack. Like, she doesn't bother him. And Hoot, he's a large guardian dog. He's not going to bother anybody unless you come in my yard, and then he's going to eat you. And so I watched him. He's okay. I go feed Mayhem. I go put the other dogs up. I get Ed Earl out so he'll shut up. And then I go feed the dogs. I go back and check on Jack numerous times throughout this time. And he's just kind of wandering around at this point. I think he's just glad to be free. Fast forward, well, Dodge gets home. And he says, I can't, the coyotes will get him. We can't leave him or he can get out. And I said, well, I took the boards that he had gotten stuck on his collar and I put them up against the gate because he can headbutt the gate open. He's like, oh, okay, well, that'll work. Well, I'll just check it. And I said, okay, I'll go with you. So I hold the flashlight, go out there, I hold it, and he goes, oh, this looks fine. He should be all right. Jack wasn't doing much. He was just kind of wandering, which that's typical Jack. You know, he's like the velociraptor checking the fence for electricity. Yes, he does that. And we go in the house. Fast forward to this morning. Now I get up early, let the dogs out before light, and of course I hear our dogs barking, but this is normal. This happens daily because we have possum, we have armadillos, we have raccoons, we have bobcat, we have coyote. don't hunt. So it gets light. I'm ready. I put Emmy Lou and Eder in the house. Dodge is still asleep. I go outside to leave. I tell all my dogs and stuff, good morning. The chickens chase me to the edge of the coop. Everything's all good. And then I look up to see if the gate's open on Jack's pen, and it's shut. I'm like, oh, well, he didn't try to get out. That's awesome. I get past Hoot's dog house, and there's Jack. He's in the dog pen. Don't know how he did it. He didn't go through the gate. He didn't headbutt it open. But he's headbutting the dog pen gate open. He's got wood torn out everywhere off the dog pen gate. And he's headbutting it, trying to get out, and let the dogs out, which if we did that, they would be gone. And there's literally no way to find them if that happens. And Shaggy, she would be gone, because she wanders. And he's tearing apart the fence, and I said to him, Jack, stop. So I put wood up against what's left of the gate, and he won't, and he's bucking and kicking and trying to headbutt the gate. Shaggy's kind of chasing him, but she knows better because she'll turn around and get her. And Dodge is still asleep, and I don't want to wake him up, and I'm leaving to go to work. And Jack's one step away from being free as the wilderness. And this is how we live our daily lives on the farm. Now, I'm not trying to tell you don't get goats, because I love goats and I would get more goats. I'm not trying to tell you poor pitiful me stories, because that's not it. This is life on the homestead, guys. This is what we chose. This is what we chose. Are we crazy? Yeah, maybe. Anyways, if you decide to get goats, please get heavy duty pen. Oh, that was pretty. The leaves fell off the tree just as I went under them, and so I got showered in leaves. It was kind of cool. Billy goats are menaces, so be prepared. Don't get all the goats. Don't get all the goats. Get some goats. Don't get all the goats. And yeah, learn from our mistakes. Anyways, I'm in town. You know the rules. I guess I'll see you guys on Monday, because I take Sundays off with Dodge. So, go build something fun. Maybe a goat pen. And we'll see y'all again Monday. Love y'all. You have a good day.